So Epomaker are continuing to expand their portfolio, and this is the F65 or Aula. Yeah, clearly you can see is gamer orientated, but this is ultra compact keyboard from Epomaker. We're gonna check it out today. Hey guys, welcome back to How It Says channel. My name is Ivan, and today we're looking at the Epomaker F65 or Aula. I'm just gonna call it F65 and move along with it. You can see this is a very compact gaming keyboard. Obviously, you can use it for many other things, but kind of themed towards gamers. We're gonna quickly jump straight into the unboxing, see what kind of accessories and what else Epomaker are providing in the box. But keep in mind, this ultra compact keyboard costs only $60. So if you wanna keep things on a budget, that might be a good choice for you. So F65 from Epomaker, let's see what's inside. So many names about this keyboard. F65, Epomaker, Aula design. You see all this nice gamer style box over here. Some of the options we have: 3 5-pin hot swappable keys, dynamic 60 million RGB backlight, 67 key layout. A little more information in the back about the company, the size, kind of graphic way you can see it. But once we open the compact box, right on top we have the user manual over here, always helpful to see. And the keyboard lies on top with the dust cover. Amazing thing. All companies are start doing this and I absolutely love it. And once we open the back flap, we have the combo keycaps and key extraction tool. We have the USB-A to USB-C cable, non-braided, pretty stiff and rubberized. And we have 2 extra mechanical keys, and these are green keys. Let's see how long this cable is. And if I extend the cable, this cable is 5 feet, so not the longest. Being detachable is amazing because you can replace it with whatever you want, your favorite cable, and move on with your life. Now, considering the price, I'm not really mad that this is the cable they provided, and it's very serviceable. Yeah, it's not 90 degrees, it's just a straight cable, but that should be fine to get you going. And here's the keyboard. Look how stealthy this keyboard looks, and it amazes me. We have 2 top rows of keys right here, which are gray, and then we have darker gray keys on the bottom that kind of matches the whole body of the keyboard, the ABS plastic. This is super compact, kind of a throw in your backpack on the road keyboard. And you might ask, well, how am I gonna know which letter is where and what? Well, fret not. If you look at it on an angle, the letters are right on the side of the keys. And so this is one of the things that a lot of companies have been doing for a while. I personally am not a huge fan, despite the fact that I know exactly where which key is and I can type without looking down. I know a lot of people will not like that, but if you're one of those that prefer stealthy look, yeah, that one is for you. Nothing on the left side, nothing on the right side, nothing on the bottom, and on top, off to the left side, we have the housing for the wireless, which is magnetized again. If you put it on the place, it's not gonna fly away no matter what. We have the USB-C, and then we have the switch between Bluetooth, wired, and wireless. And I love how big the letters are here because it shows you exactly what you need to be switching to. By the way, all around here, you see that little strip? This is RGB as well. So the RGB is not just on top, but on the side of this one, which is a nice extra touch. I really like and appreciate. On the bottom, a super shiny branded sticker right here with the company name and the model number. And we have 4 rubber long feet. Unfortunately, on the back, we don't have anything extension. We cannot prop this one higher or lower or anything like that. It just stays whatever it is. So that's kind of a minor negative on my side. I like more versatility here. Although these are pretty sticky, you put them on the desk and this thing is not going anywhere. If I switch it to wireless, you'll see immediately the RGB is starting, and by default it's showing this kind of a light pink or purple color. Which is really nice. And if we want to switch between the different effects, we got to use the FN over here and this key for the different effects. RGB cycling through. A lot of these are, we've seen before, the whole row lights up, the Christmas lights, the wave, twinkle, the snake, all these are here. And of course, every single key lighting up when you touch it. Now with all that, of course, if you see here on the side, this is the side lights. And these can be changed as well if we do FN and the right shift. So if I go FN and right shift, you see the breathing effects, see the RGB, and that's one of the things I really like. Those can be independent, so this lights can be completely independent from the keys on top, or match them if you want to. That's a nice thing to see. And there's a function here on this keyboard I have not seen in any other keyboard in my previous experience. We can check the battery level. So if we hit FN and B, you'll see the battery level right here. So all the way to the right, it's going to be full battery, and we have slightly over the half of the battery life here. If you release, it's going to go back to the RGB. That's an incredible feature and very simple and useful in my opinion. Of course, among all the RGBs, we have the gaming style where you have W, S, and D, and the arrows only lit up for these type of, some games. And we have the off where the side light is still on, but the top of the keys is completely off. And then back on it. Now, of course, just like many other keyboards, if you're stuck or you do some customizations or you do something and you forgot how to revert everything back, you can do FN and escape, and that's gonna zero everything down. It's gonna return it back to the default mode. And then from here, you're gonna be able to switch again, all of them, until you find your comfortable position. And for somebody like me that wants to have unified color to match the internals of their computer, you can do FN and tab and switch between the different colors. You can see right here all the different colors you want to cycle through and find the one you like the most. Now, same goes for the side light. If you want to cycle, that's going to be FN and the question mark right here. So you can cycle through different colors and again match them with the one on top, or maybe choose a different one if you want to. So overall, I think extremely compact, very well made and sturdy ABS body right here. The RGB options are great. It's very compact, so if you have a little space on your desk, this can be a great option for you. The keys are very silent. Again, this is something I haven't played with before. Green keys. This keyboard is gasketed, but let's do the sound test and maybe you can make the difference for yourself. In my opinion, and what I've heard before, I kind of think they're slightly louder than the red keys, but have better tactile feedback. Not by much. That's just my opinion. How you guys feel, it's going to be different. The force you're applying on the keys when you're typing, it's going to be different. So everybody's opinion and hearing is different. So it's going to be a different experience for everybody, but this is what you can expect from this keyboard. So this one, there's a lot of things to be said about. Let's talk about it in the conclusion. All right, conclusion time, and what do I think about the Epomaker F65? Well, I have to say for $65, this keyboard is excellent. There's so many things you guys saw on the unboxing and the overview, but just to summarize a few of the things that I love about this keyboard is how compact it is. I've mentioned that many times before. I normally have 3 keyboards on my desk, which is not that big because I have 3 different desktops and they're fighting for space. So if it's something like that, compact, they can coexist together with no problem. The other big benefit is if you have this one on the road, throw it in your backpack, take it, you're not gonna have any problems with the space and everything else. And media as well, very good from a distance on the couch, controlling some media center. You can just have it on your lap and control whatever you want to do. So there's a lot of functionality provided by the F65. Obviously you saw RGB, but good selling point is having Bluetooth, wired and wireless. You know, wired is my preferred, especially if I'm gaming on my desk. I want minimum possible latency. And of course, not being afraid about the battery dying. Speaking of battery, we have 4,000 milliamp hour battery here to last you for a while, especially if you're using it on Bluetooth or wireless for that media center. As a media center, you're not gonna use it 24/7. You're not gonna use it extensively or 8 hours a day or something like that. So it's gonna last you months and months, and you're gonna continue to enjoy it for a while. The placement of the port is great. In the corner of the left side, you can route the cable around your desk and everything else. I'm not a huge fan of the cable, kind of stiff and not braided, not expensive looking, but is replaceable, so you can do whatever you want. You can put any cable you like and replace that one. That's the best part about replaceable or detachable cables. Considering the price, $60, I'm not surprised. But again, for the $60, you're getting a lot of functionality. You got extra keys, you got a nice metal extraction tool, and we have the detachable cable, so I'm okay with that. Replaceable keys, hot swappable, gasketed, and Epomaker, they have their own names for their keys. They're not just red, brown, black. They call it Reaper, this and that, but this is how the keys sound like. Now, to me, they sound almost as any other cherry red keys out there, maybe veering towards the brown a little bit. Very nice tactile feedback, and at the same time, they're not super loud, so I really like that. Yeah, everything else, considering how compact this keyboard is, I'm actually surprised that they were able to fit 2 RGB stripes on the sides, not only on top of the keys or underneath the keys. So that kind of brings a little more customization, a little more unique than anybody else. You can customize the color of these strips independently from the keyboard. So yeah, would I recommend the F65? Absolutely. For $60, this keyboard is excellent. If you're on a budget, if you want to save as much money as possible so you can channel it towards something else, processor, GPU, motherboard, whatever that might be, and you're okay with just grabbing a cheaper mechanical keyboard like that, which cheaper doesn't mean cheap looking, but on a budget that you can use for quite some time without sacrificing anything else. Because honestly, I mean, this is just as good as more expensive mechanical keyboards. At the same time, same exact functionality. Yeah, it's not a full size, but personally, I prefer compact ones for the reasons mentioned previously. How is that gonna fit with you? It's up to you. So yeah, to me, this is a great winner, especially for the price. That's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the link in the description below if you want to support the channel directly. It helps me tremendously to bring you videos like this regularly. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.